Hello everyone, QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I am back today with another episode of American Dad. As you can see, we have a visitor out in front of our house, and it is at the very end of the Father's Day sale. You all have been seeing this before. I am going to go ahead and talk about this, even though it is in the past, probably by the time you're watching this. But I do believe I've mentioned this in the past, and I've mentioned on all my other games. I will reinforce a couple things I've mentioned before that I've seen a lot of complaints about. We are going to announce the giveaway winners for the previous giveaway, announce the new giveaway, and I am going to give a little bit of a sneak peek, a preview on the upcoming event, which should be coming very, very soon. I believe it's called the Path to Freedom. I will cover that here in a bit as well. So I'm going to go through a lot of information in a fairly shortish amount of time. For a little bit of background on what's been going on here, I haven't been playing the game a whole lot lately. There's an event going on right now, which is a similar a Path Up type event in Hustle Castle, and it takes a lot of effort and a lot of grinding. Combine that with slight burnout from the previous events, and combine that with some negativity that's been going on. That's been stuff I've been dealing with and deciding whether I was going to actually continue to do these videos or not. It was a bit of a hit, and whatever. So it's part of the reason why this video is late, and part of the reason why I haven't been recording as much. So I will be hopefully back into things, and things will be getting back to where they were before. So I do apologize for the time away. Let me get them back in there. So with that, let's just go ahead and just jump in and start covering as much as we possibly can. So let's cover the Father's Day special here. First things first. This is similar that we have in other games. It's the donkey cart in Hustle Castle. It's the what's he called? I forget, the Traveler or something like that. In Zero City, it's the same thing. You get an opportunity to buy a chest here. You get an opportunity to buy stuff here. There's some good things in there. We'll cover that in a minute. And then you get a bunch of other equipment. You can spend money or premium or items to get some premium stuff. So first things first, let's start off with the main draw with these items up here. So a lot of people like to come in here, say, oh, I only need to spend 1,200 and I'm going to get, look at this, a brand new artifact. Excuse me. And look at that, it's a pretty good one. Upon death, drops trans fat can on a random enemy, dealing 25% energy damage, 25% of the artifact wearer's health, and an extra 1,500 energy damage. Personally, I don't think that's fantastic, but it's not bad. I believe it's a new artifact. I've never seen this one before. In Hustle Castle, they also have this, and then they add two other legendary type things, which are usually items that used to be top level meta type gear, and then it no longer is the top level anymore, but still things that people want. So people come in here and spend, and you shouldn't, unless you just want to take a chance and throw a couple golden turds in there and see what happens. Sure, go ahead and knock yourself out. But unless you know what you're doing here, you probably don't want to. If you think you're going to get the stuff, you're not. It's not really worth it. Obviously, these are good, but is it really worth spending 1,200 golden turds to get one of these? I personally don't think so, but that's your decision, obviously. But this is one thing this game has that nobody else has. We're going to go dive in here, and I'll show you why it's not worth it. But I've heard many people say they do 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of these chests, and they don't get any of these items. So you're spending a ton of, if you spend 10, you're spending 12,000 golden turds. That's over $50 worth of items here for this chest to get this. And in my mind, none of that's worth it. So here we actually have they actually tell you what you might get, and this changes based on what your situation room level is. So for me personally, more than likely I'm going to get I'll get a couple epics and a couple rares, which I'm not really into that. There's probably not going to be worth it, and I might get a legendary, maybe. But here we can go ahead and click on this dice, which we don't have this in the other games. Maybe it's coming, but here's the. I mean, I've known this before, and I've reported this in every other event I've covered in the past, or every time this has happened in the other games. But more than likely, you're not going to get this. And here we actually have the stats here for us. 5.3% of the chance to get that can of trans fat. That means you have to pull this. You need to play this 20 different times to have a chance to do that. So 20 times, what was it, 1,200 to get in there? 1,200 times 20, that's 24,000. That's over $100 worth of golden turds to get one legendary artifact. I mean, I'm sorry, for me, that's just not worth it. Even if it's the top best meta related item, it's not worth it. Take one or two stabs, sure, go ahead, but that for me is just not really worth it at all. So if we go here, situation room 10, which is what I'm at now, a chance to find an extra reward with these possibilities. You have a chance to find an extra reward with these probabilities. So 45% rare, 20% epic. So 2/3 of the time I'm going to get rares and epics, which I just said I don't really want. So 12% I'll get legendary. So 1 out of every 10, actually 8 chests, I'm going to get a legendary, 8.5. I'll get a legendary, and then 1 out of every 20 I'll get that legendary artifact. So this is a very, very, very bad deal. Again, if you want to gamble, take a chance, knock yourself out, but you should not expect to get this. And I see a lot of people saying, oh, it's such a ripoff, I can't believe it, I'm not getting it. Of course it is. It even tells you what it is. It's 1 out of 20. So anyway, that's enough of that. Don't expect to get it. You never should expect to get it. And that's what people are saying too. So, okay, enough on that one. Let's move on. This one, I think, is one of the best items here. I need to get it because I haven't had premium here on this game. This is part of the reason I haven't been playing as much, because once you're used to premium and you don't have it anymore, it's really painful. So I'm going to buy this. I'll do that after this recording because I have 1 day left to do it. I actually also ran out of original, which I can get for 690 golden turds for a month's worth. And if I go to the store to buy it, it costs 900, I believe. So that's a 30% savings right there. So I will be buying. Let's just buy right now. Why not? Okay, done. So I got that going. It's a good deal for sure. You can easily earn 690 just by playing the game day in and day out. So that pays for itself. And obviously I continue to collect things, so that's a good deal. If you buy golden turds on a regular basis, this is a really good deal. I don't. I bought them once and I haven't really spent them, so that I'm not going to do. And I haven't been playing a lot, but if you have extra cash, extra anything, you should go ahead and buy all of these things here for cash. You get 100 golden turds. Sure, why not? But since I haven't been playing, I don't have a lot of extra. Me personally, I think this is a complete waste of time. If you don't have 5 stars and you want them, go back to my previous videos, ask me a question, drop it out in the comments, go to Discord, ask questions. It's very, very, very easy to get 5 stars, so there's no reason to spend money to get them. Here, I mean, I guess you could argue this. If you want to spend some money, you're going to get a 100 level fighter, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm trying to build my people up. So sure, I could go in here, I could spend $30 and get 200 level fighters. For some people in the time, maybe that's worth it for them. Me personally, no, it's not. It's just time. To get a 5-star is very, very easy. So this right here, you have to, it's golden turd. It's only 1,000, so sure. But, and what's the, oh, it's not even guaranteed. Look at that. There's a percentage chance. After you purchase a random 5-star clone will come. Okay, so it is guaranteed. Very easy to make 5 stars. You shouldn't do it. If you don't know how to do it, like I said, check out my previous videos. Ask me a question in the comments, or go to the Discord. The link will be down below. But it just takes some time, but it's very easy. All of my games I've played with all of these types of things, I have nothing but 5 stars, so it's very easy to get those. Here we go. We got some. These are all very good items here. You got any where is it? Arena. There's an arena stuff in here somewhere. Oh, Mimosa, wrong game, sorry. Yeah, these are the top level type items. These are the ones that people go for, so definitely a good deal, but it's very expensive. So if you have some extra golden turds, go ahead and knock yourself out on those. And the rest of these are just regular legendaries. But these are really good too. As long as you're grinding and doing their PvP attacks and getting these materials, you can get some legendary equipment. For me, I'm a level 100 now, so I would get 100s. So if I was actually grinding this, I would have enough, and I would have certainly bought these. But since I don't have these materials, I'm not doing that yet. And pets, if you guys don't know, pets are useless. They give you nothing. They just get in the way. You try to click on stuff, they get in the way. If you want the pet, go ahead and buy it and spend it, but it's not going to get you anything. It's not really worth that in my mind. And then here we go. These food chests are always a good deal. I didn't buy any, obviously, so this is a good way to start here if you got extra cash. And I don't buy these, but if you need them, sure. So I will say this one right here. Legendary sticker chests are useless. It sounds like I've been hearing some people getting some legendary stickers, so maybe they increase the drop rates here, because this is a you might get, and usually you don't. So this is something you don't really want to buy. You don't want to buy it in the store either, because you don't really usually get them. Maybe the drop rates are slightly higher in this game, but not really worth it. And you got more sticker and glitter and stuff like that. So if you got extra supplies sitting around and not using, go ahead and buy them. You can stick them in your inventory and use them later. So again, by the time this video goes live, he's going to be gone, obviously, but he'll be back. He comes back, every 3 to 4 months with similar offers. So, but just know, next time you come here, if you're going to try to get one of those that top chest and expect to get the top level items, don't expect to get that. unless you're going to spend a lot and, you know, take 20 chances, and then you might get it. 20 does not guarantee, but chances are pretty good you will get it after 20 pulls on that. So okay, so that is the Father's Day event. Let's go ahead and announce the giveaway winner. Give me 1 second to pull that up here. This is a little bit late, like I said, so we do a weekly giveaway on the channel. The American Dad Facebook page is the supplier of the golden turds, and we're going to have 10 winners, and each winner is going to get 500 golden turds, the same thing we do every time. So I gave you guys a number range. I believe it was 500 to 1500. We'll find out in a second. And I have a random number generator that picks the number, and then the 10 people are the closest are the winners. So let's go ahead and turn that on and see who the winner is this week. There we go, and the winning number was 1,160. So I'm not going to turn these in right away, and I'll tell you why in a real quick minute. But the winners were Hagrid, Was Up 916, Velato, Mufu, Adelon, Carlisle, My Lord, Vinay, Ratri, Elmer, and Ferry. So I am not going to turn this in yet, and that is because, Ferry, I need you to reach out to me ASAP when I get this posted. I don't know game IDs. I don't know what the range is, but it looks like your number is way too big. It didn't even fit in my cell here. You got 533-00446. I think you got an extra something in there. You have too many threes, too many zeros, or too many fours, I'm guessing, because I don't think anybody has a number this big. If I turn this in, you won't get the golden turds. We found out last week somebody inverted a couple numbers and gave me an incorrect number, and they do not fix that. So if I turn in this number like this, if that's not your number, you will not get the golden turds, and there's nothing we can do to fix it. So I do apologize for that. So a day or so after I get this video posted, I'll hold on before turning in these numbers. But I turn these numbers in, and then you guys get the awards usually like the next day. So please reach out ASAP, because I'm going to turn these in very soon. And if that is not your number, I need to know, and I need to get it fixed so you can get your rewards. Otherwise, you're not gonna get them. So I do apologize if you do not receive them. So thank you to everybody who participated. I will be having the next giveaway I'm going to announce very soon. But before I do that, I'm going to click on here and see what this is. New trophy received a loyalty reward. What is this? Loyalty, is it employee of the month? I don't think so. What one is that anyway? Complete 1500 daily quests. 3-3. Ooh, no. I have 2 legendary ones, so that's not it. Loyalty, where's, oh, there it is. What do we got? Stay in one clan for 365 days in a row. All right. There we go. We are in Romania for a full year. I do apologize to all my clanmates. I have not been participating in much lately, but hopefully with this event coming. This is supposed to be a 4th of July event, the way of the whatever I called it. I don't remember. We'll check in a minute. It's a 4th of July event, and 4th of July is, what do we got, 9, 13, 2 weeks away. And if this is like all the rest of those events, that is a 10-day event. So if it's going to be live for the 4th of July and we're still 13 days away, that means potentially by Thursday this week it could be live, or it might even be the following week. I have not heard any numbers or timelines or expectations of when that's going to be. So we will, let's just go ahead and turn that on here. Hopefully this works. I'm gonna, before I do it, yeah, I'm gonna announce the next giveaway, because I'm gonna have a bit of a spoiler here. If you guys don't want to know anything about the next upcoming event, you might want to tune off and not watch the rest of the video. So before I do that, I want to make sure I announce the giveaway. So let me announce the giveaway right now. Give me 1 second to pull up my number. Make sure I announce it correctly and don't show the camera. Right, got it. So we're gonna do the same thing that we've done before. As always, oops, sorry if I knocked things off here. There we go. It makes things easier for me, and I think it makes things easier for you. So I'm going to go over it again, because I know we got some new viewers coming in, and I want to make sure that people are doing it right, because every week people do something wrong, whether they're just not watching the videos or they just accidentally make a mistake or whatever. Just take a quick moment to cover it. So I'm going to give you a number range. You're going to pick your number between that range. You're going to give me your preferred name, you know, whether your in-game name here or something else. And then I need your game ID. So if you click on the gear, you got your ID right here. I need to have this number. So 1800476 is me. So I need your version of that number, your whatever you want me to call you, and then the range. So the range this week is going to be between 2,100 and 4,200, 2,100 and 4,200. So give me your pick in between that range, your game ID and your in-game name. 5 days once this has gone up and is live, I'm going to turn it off. I will no longer accept any new entries, and then I will announce sometime within the next couple days after that who the winner is. So same things before. The Facebook American Dad Facebook page is the one going to be giving our weekly Golden Turd winners away, and it's going to be 10 people who are the closest. So good luck to everybody. Thank you for watching, and thank you for participating. And thank you for the American Dad Facebook page for supporting the channel. I do very much appreciate that. Okay, so here we go. Spoiler alert. Before we dive in, I just want to let you know, last chance to jump out if you don't want to know anything about the upcoming event. I'm just going to cover, there hasn't been as much leaked here as is leaked in the Hustle Castle games we get every week, or not every week, every event. And what it is, it's just when the APK comes out, which is the actual software file that gets put on the Android devices, people can go take those, kind of break them down and find out some of the notes in there and find out some of the things that are going to be happening in the next build of the next version of the file that came out. So when there's a new update, a new event coming out, they usually put a new file out so then they can do a compare of, A versus B and see what the difference is. So nothing really nefarious, and it doesn't guarantee anything. There could be another update coming out. None of this is guaranteed to be correct, but it's usually fairly accurate. So all right, so that's your last warning as I gave a brief explanation as to how this happens. I am going to go ahead and jump in and cover a little bit of spoiler information here for the upcoming event. So let's go ahead and turn that on here. Hopefully you guys can see that. I need to go to a different screen so I can actually move better. All right, let me do one quick test here to make sure you're seeing. Okay, there we go. So it looks like you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing. All right, so here we go. This was all posted by Megaboss, and Megaboss is a member of the American Prime Hustle. Wait, sorry. I combined a couple Discord servers here. The American Dad Prime Hustlecast. Oh man, I can't even say it right. Let me just show you right here. American Dad Prime. It's another Discord server, 500 plus. They just crossed 500 members. Great site to find out anything about American Dad. So I post my videos there. I post the giveaways there, and there's a lot of great information there as well. So I was able to get this information from that site, and Megaboss is a member there, and he was able to post all this information. So I'm going to go ahead and read it, and we'll talk about it. All right, so Rogers, prepare yourself to meet Horn in the upcoming event, The Way to Freedom. The Way to Freedom will be a unique limited event during which you can collect freedom torches and earn special rewards whilst helping freedom triumph. There will be ways or paths, we'll talk about that in a second, to get 3 types of exclusive event armor. Completing one path will grant you 1 of 3 pieces of exclusive event armor. Completing all 3 will allow you to get an exclusive event armor, a unique artifact. Sorry, I misread that a little bit. The player who collects the greatest number, that's going to be none of you, more than likely. These are people that, all right, let me correct that. It's not going to be me. It's people that spend a lot of money and people that have ways and means of participating more than others here. But anyway, the player who collects the greatest number of freedom torches will be included in the special rank leaderboard. I never even look at that. Do not forget to spend freedom torches on time. They will be lost at the end of the event. Okay, that's by Megaboss. So I can't read this very well. Hopefully you guys can read it. Let me see what you're seeing. This text might be a little bit too small. I'll do my best to read it here. So these are the exclusive gear. Before I show that, let's go ahead and talk about this real quick. This is, I think, the first time we've had this type of event in American Dad. It is currently going on right now in Hustle Castle if you're playing that, and that's the one we're 5 days in. We got 5 days to go. It's a big grind. If you want to complete this event and not pay any golden turds or any money, it is a big grind unless you're a lower level. But if you're like 10, or we don't have 11 yet in this game, but if you're a level situation room 10, it's a lot of work. It's doable, but it's a lot of work. It might even be more work in American Dad, because in Hustle Castle there's something called a dungeon. Yeah, we don't have that here yet, so they just added it to Zero City, where you can get a lot of the premium items here, but they don't have that yet in American Dad, so the grind is a little bit harder. So basically, you go up 3 separate paths. You got to buy what do they call them, the torches, and it takes you all the way to the top. And usually, I need to get 46,000 for one path in Hustle Castle. Do that times 3, you get 150,000 of these things, and then you got to pay more to get the artifact once you complete all 3 legs. It's a very, very time-consuming event, which it's great. If you play this game and you grind, you're going to be able to get there without a problem. Me personally, I've never completed any of them in any of the games I've played. I'm hoping to do it this time in Hustle Castle, even though the artifact's not that great. But it's a lot of work to get it. And in the past, in Hustle Castle, these items that you can get, the gear that you can get, or the artifact you can get, is sometimes some of the top meta items. This one in Hustle Castle doesn't seem to be, so I can't say what's going to happen for sure here in American Dad. But there's been a couple of them that have been top meta related artifacts or top meta related gear. So it's probably worth doing it. It's probably worth grinding it. But just know it's a lot of work to get there. So here's the gear that they're talking about that's going to be available. I'll do my best to read it. It's very small print here. So we have the Armor Reckless Patriot. Trigger periodically when the clone inflicts target restriction value units. When it inflicts a certain amount of damage, the help symbol applies to the ally dealing the greatest amount of damage. The help symbol increases the damage they deal by a certain modifier for the next 3 attacks. It sounds like the Way of the Wolf event that came out. Ooh, look at that. Can you guys see that? That's a lot bigger. We'll do that for the next one. That makes it easier. Yeah, the Way of the Wolf, if you guys play that in Hustle Castle, and there are a lot of people running it. I'm not sure if it's top meta, but it's good stuff. Oh, so much better. Civil War Soldier Uniform. Periodically, when the clone deals target a certain amount of damage, imposes a justice symbol. Yeah, that's exactly what this is on the target, inflicting physical damage units and physical damage health duration for a certain amount of time. So this will be obviously for our guys in the back. This will be for our guys in the middle. Yeah, that's our guys in the front, and this will be our guys in the middle. Set Freedom. Trigger periodically when the clone does a certain amount of damage, imposes an energy symbol on a random enemy engineer. I guess it's just, this is an engineer, so it goes in engineers, reducing its energy charge by a certain percent for a certain amount of time. So that's the gear you're trying to get in this event. Like I said, these were actually pretty good in Hustle Castle. I don't know if they will be here or not in American Dad, but these are the gears that you're really trying to go for. And once you get to the top, grind your way all the way up that path, you'll get one of these depending on which path you take. You do all 3 of them and finish that, then you can get the artifact. And I did not see anything about what this artifact is going to be. So I think there's some chatting here on the American Dad Prime server. You can probably go digging through that. I just have a hard time keeping up with all these different chat places and everything going on at the same time. So let's see real quick. You guys see anything? No. So yeah, so this is what's coming. Here's the American Dad Prime link if you see it right here. If not, if I remember, I'll go ahead and put it in the description of the video as well. And if you want to join, you don't see it, ask me in the comments or somewhere else, and I'll go ahead and actually, if you just join the the QC Runner Discord server, and if you're already there, you can go down here to the American Dad game chat, and I got the link to their server right here, so you can find it there. All right, let me go ahead. Hopefully I didn't just kill this video. Looks like we're good. Okay, let's turn this off. Oh, look at that. We were gone too long. Let's go ahead and jump back in. So that is what's coming. Whether it's going to be coming tomorrow, I don't think so. Tuesday, possibly. Thursday, possibly. Or the next Tuesday. Who knows? It's coming, and it's coming sometime soon. And it's a fun event. It just takes a lot of work to grind all the way up. And whether I'm going to be able to make it all the way up, I don't know, especially if there's another Hustle Castle one going at the same time. They're both going to split my time. Hopefully this waits for 5 days so I can finish Hustle Castle, and then I can dive in here and start doing some serious grinding in this event and work my way up. Because obviously, after the last video, I showed you where I'm at, but now I have 2 more fighters at level 90 now, so... And I'm not planning on changing any of my gear setup, anything, until I get up to level 100. Once I start changing gear here, my historical high power is going to be higher, and I don't really want to change it. It's going up slightly anyway as these guys are leveling up. Excuse me, but I don't want to significantly change it by putting other gear. That's only going to help me a little bit in the meantime. So at the moment, I'm just waiting until they get up there. If something changes where I need to force them to go up, maybe I will. But right now, I don't think I really need to, so... All right, well, I'm going to leave it there because there's not, like I said, I haven't been really grinding much here. And once this event goes live, I certainly will get back in there. And within the next day, I'm going to go ahead and buy that premium, 99 cents to get premium for 15 days. It's a fantastic deal. I buy that one every time in every event or every game that has it because it's the best deal in the game for premium. And like I said, once you get used to premium, it's kind of hard to play without it. Everything is painfully slow. I haven't done another shopping mall since, because it's just way too slow. Actually, I did one. It got up to 16 and I stopped. So, And these battles obviously have not been taking place as much either. So those will be getting up. We'll be firing those up, getting those going again. So hopefully everybody got whatever you wanted to get out of the Father's Day sale. And good, hopefully you had some really good luck and were able to get that trans fat if you're trying for it. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. So happy Father's Day to everybody. Today is Father's Day here when I'm recording this. So happy Father's Day to everybody who is a father or your father. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. Make sure you share the video if you know somebody who isn't following that might be interested, and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, because all of that helps things grow here. So I do appreciate everybody for being part of the QC Runner YouTube page, Discord server, and everything else that we got going on. Thank you for being part of all this, and thank you for following. I will continue to keep things moving forward and continue to keep growing. That is the goal here for sure. So we will leave it here, and I will be back soon, hopefully covering the new Path to Freedom event, which should be getting going here real quick. So thank you everybody for watching. So this has been QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I will talk to you later. See ya.